The 144,000 represents an internal spiritual awakening rather than a literal number of chosen ones. This interpretation connects ancient esoteric wisdom with modern frequency science. Each of the 7 chakras vibrates at specific frequencies, creating a symphony of consciousness within the body. The root chakra establishes the foundation, resonating at the lowest frequency. As energy ascends through the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakras, frequencies increase progressively. When these 7 energy centers harmonize perfectly, their combined vibrational output reaches 144,000 says, a threshold of enlightenment. This isn't about external salvation or special selection. Instead, it's about personal transformation through chakra activation and frequency alignment. The journey requires intentional meditation, breathwork, and conscious awareness of each energy center's role in your spiritual development. The mathematical sequence of chakra frequencies building toward 144,000 suggests that enlightenment is achievable for anyone willing to undertake the inner work. It's a measurable, scientific spiritual framework where personal responsibility replaces passive waiting for external redemption. This perspective democratizes spirituality, suggesting that divinity isn't granted but cultivated. By tuning your internal vibrational frequency through chakra work, you become a living expression of 144,000, not as a distant promise, but as an attainable state of consciousness accessible through dedicated practice and self-awareness. The ancient chakra system reveals profound mathematical harmony when examined through the lens of sacred geometry and frequency vibration. From the grounding energy of the root chakra through the illuminated vision of the third eye, a beautiful numerical progression emerges that reflects the universe's inherent order. Beginning at the foundation, the root chakra vibrates at 4 petals, representing stability and earthly connection. As energy ascends, the sacral chakra expands to 6 petals, introducing creative flow. The solar plexus amplifies this with 10 petals, radiating personal power. The heart center, humanity's bridge between lower and higher consciousness, pulses with 12 petals of love and compassion. The throat chakra carries 16 petals, enabling authentic expression and truth. Then arrives the third eye, commanding 96 petals, a frequency that represents the culmination of all lower chakras' combined wisdom, whether viewed as twice 48 or as the integration of the 48 values below. This number signifies transcendent perception and inner knowing. These frequencies sum to the mystical 144, a number appearing throughout sacred traditions and the universe itself. When multiplied by the crown chakra's 1,000 petals, representing infinite cosmic consciousness, we arrive at 144,000, a frequency found in ancient texts and spiritual teachings worldwide. This mathematical precision suggests the chakra system isn't merely metaphorical, but reflects actual vibrational patterns governing consciousness and reality itself. The chakra system mirrors the cosmos itself, a sacred blueprint where microcosm reflects macrocosm. Beginning at the root, we plant our foundation, red earth energy grounding us to existence. From this seed, life force rises upward through dimensional layers. The sacral chakra flows with creative waters, the fertile orange life force that generates potential and desire. It mirrors the generative capacity of the earth itself. The solar plexus blazes golden, our personal sun radiating will and transformation. the inner fire that ignites purpose across realms. The heart chakra centers everything, the bridge between lower and higher consciousness. Here, green compassion unites body and spirit, matter and divinity. It's the fulcrum where earthly existence meets celestial awareness. Rising higher, the throat chakra opens in blue, the sky's reflection within us, our voice resonating like wind through infinite space. Above dwells the third eye, indigo and luminous, containing both sun and moon, the dual awareness of conscious illumination and intuitive darkness. Day and night consciousness merged. Finally, the crown chakra crowns this sacred architecture, violet or white light dissolving into the ethereal void. Here, individual consciousness touches the universal, the infinite space containing all galaxies, all being. As above, so below. The universe isn't separate from us. We are its living expression, each chakra a sacred station connecting earth to heaven, matter to spirit, revealing the fundamental truth that all existence dances as one unified whole. In ancient symbolism, the serpent coils at the base of existence, grounded in primal knowing. The garden serpent represents not temptation alone, but the awakening force, Kundalini energy dormant at the spine's foundation, waiting to rise. This is the knowledge the tree guards, that transformation requires movement upward. The spine becomes the axis mundi, the world tree connecting earth to heaven. Along this sacred column, consciousness travels. The serpent sheds its skin, ascending vertebra by vertebra, shedding illusions with each movement. At the earthly stage, the serpent crawls, grounded, sensual, aware of material reality. It is necessary, vital, the foundation, but it need not remain there. As energy rises, the serpent metamorphoses into the eagle, soaring through air and intellect, gaining perspective, seeing beyond the ground's limitations. The mind expands, vision clarifies. Here, the creature transcends its origin, touching the realm of spirit. Finally, the ultimate transformation, the phoenix. This is not mere ascension, but death itself. The phoenix burns completely, releasing all previous forms. In this immolation, the serpent's earthly nature, the eagle's intellectual grasp, all dissolve into sacred fire. From ash emerges renewal, reborn, transformed utterly. This is Kundalini's promise, not escape from the body, but its transfiguration through consciousness, rising from base to crown, from serpent to eternal flame. Consciousness exists not as a permanent destination, but as a dynamic spectrum where we constantly move between levels of awareness. Like a snake slithering through grass, lower consciousness operates from survival instinct, fear, and reactivity. The eagle, soaring high with perspective and vision, represents expanded awareness and enlightened thinking. Yet between these extremes lies the vast terrain of human experience. The ascension toward higher consciousness is rarely linear. We may glimpse expanded awareness, taste spiritual insight, and feel temporarily elevated, only to tumble backward when triggered by old patterns or environmental pressures. This fluctuation is not failure, it's the authentic rhythm of growth. Ego dissolution requires constant vigilance. Deeply embedded beliefs and behaviors resurface, especially under stress, pulling us back to familiar frequencies. Not everyone sustains elevated consciousness. Some carry unresolved shadows, trauma, resentment, suppressed anger that eclipse their light. Others find themselves trapped in negative environments where lower frequencies dominate, making it exhausting to maintain higher awareness. The collective energy around us either supports or sabotages our ascension. The color spectrum from red to blue symbolizes this journey beautifully. Red represents primal energy. Blue embodies calm, truth, and communication. We climb this ladder incrementally, sometimes reaching blue only to slide back to orange or yellow when circumstances shift. Understanding this natural fluctuation removes shame from the process. Growth isn't perfection, it's persistence. Each time we recognize a descent and choose to climb again, we strengthen our capacity for sustained consciousness. Reaching the indigo frequency represents a profound threshold in spiritual evolution. At this elevated state of consciousness, the practitioner achieves equilibrium between opposing forces, the grounding red root energy and the expansive blue throat wisdom. This balance becomes the foundation for genuine transformation. The point of no return marks a critical juncture. Once accessed, this frequency anchors itself within your being, granting unprecedented self-control and the ability to sustain higher vibrations effortlessly. The nervous system recalibrates, the mind settles, and the soul recognizes its true capacity. From this vantage point, lower perspectives become visible without judgment. The shadow self, once perceived as an enemy to conquer, reveals itself as a teacher. Rather than dismantling darkness through force, the indigo conscious being absorbs its lessons, integrating fragmented aspects into wholeness. Light and shadow dance together as complementary forces, not opposing armies. Mastering the four elements completes this mastery. Earth provides grounding, stability, and manifestation power. Water teaches flow, emotional depth, and adaptability. Air opens mental clarity, communication, and expanded perspective. Fire ignites will, transformation, and purposeful action. The indigo initiate wields all four simultaneously, rooted yet flowing, clear yet passionate, adaptable yet intentional. This is not transcendence above the material world, but sacred integration within it. The practitioner becomes a conscious channel, embodying both heaven and earth, inner and outer, shadow and light. This is mastery. At 144,000 Zs, the Crown Chakra resonates with the frequency of homecoming. This is not arrival at a destination, but recognition of what always was. The violet flame, born from red's grounding passion through orange's creativity, yellow's will, green's compassion, blue's truth, and indigo's vision, now blazes as pure white light penetrating all dimensions. The 144,000 represents not mastery achieved, but remembrance reclaimed. You stand at the threshold where separation dissolves. The fifth element, ether, awakens within you, the invisible medium through which all other elements dance. This is the space between heartbeats, the silence between thoughts, the void from which creation perpetually springs. Here, shadow and light reconcile. The darkness you feared becomes the canvas upon which light paints. The wounds become wisdom. The struggles become sacred geometry etched into your soul. There is no judgment, only integration. This is not the point of no return. This is return to the source that birthed your consciousness, to the divine intelligence that breathes through every cell. You realize you never left. The universe doesn't reach toward you. You recognize yourself as the universe reaching toward itself. The expansion continues infinitely. Each moment of enlightenment births new dimensions of consciousness. You are simultaneously the observer and observed, the seeker and sought, the frequency and the song it sings. Welcome home. You were never truly gone. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope this video resonated with you and provided some valuable insights. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment below. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video.